In real estate transactions, an escrow agent, that is, a third party who holds money or property that is to be transferred to another, assumes duties under the terms of an escrow agreement. As a result, an escrow agent who breaches these duties may be liable under the agreement. In Miller v. Craig, the Arizona Court of Appeals considered whether an escrow agent breached his duties under an escrow agreement by transferring money pursuant to a trial court judgment. In 1970, George and Johanna Miller, husband and wife, contracted to sell their interest in a tavern located in Phoenix to Mary Crouse. Under the contract, the parties retained attorney Harry Craig to draft documents, complete the sale, and act as their escrow agent. The contract absolved Craig of liability for any action performed with reasonable prudence. Pursuant to the contract, Crouse deposited $5,000 in earnest money as part of the purchase price, with Craig as escrow agent. The money was to be dispersed as part of Crouse's purchase funds at closing. Alternatively, the contract provided that the Millers could retain the $5,000 as liquidated damages if Crouse failed to comply with the contract's terms. The contract didn't provide any other provision authorizing the disbursement of funds. Prior to closing, a dispute between the parties arose. Crouse filed suit in state superior court against the Millers, seeking rescission of the sales contract and return of the $5,000 that she deposited with Craig as earnest money. In response, the Millers counterclaimed for specific performance of the contract and damages. The court found in favor of Crouse and entered judgment, entitling her to recover $5,000 from the Millers. Following the decision, Crouse, through her attorney, presented Craig with a copy of the judgment and demanded return of the $5,000 deposit. In response, Craig, without notifying the Millers or asking if they were going to appeal the judgment, disbursed the money to Crouse. However, the judgment in favor of Crouse was later reversed and judgment was entered for the Millers in the amount of the escrow deposit. Subsequently, the Millers sued Craig in state superior court for breach of fiduciary duties. Both parties moved for summary judgment. The court granted Craig's motion and dismissed the Millers' cause of action with prejudice. The Millers appealed to the Arizona Court of Appeals.